The UK Supreme Court has finally made its ruling on women's rights. Since then, some Labour Party ministers and MPs have been plotting ways to undermine the court's ruling. And there also has been trans protests against the court's decision. This video clip from GB News will shed some light on what has been happening. Before we get into the video, please like and subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss when we post a new video.
Weekend, we saw the militant trans mafia in full force. Now it's emerged that top Labour ministers and MPs are plotting to subvert the Supreme Court's ruling that biological men can't be women. And Prime Minister Keir Starmer is too weak and confused to stop them. Leaked WhatsApp messages reveal Labour's Minister for Border Security and Asylum, Dame Angela Eagle, said that they should call a meeting to find a way around the Supreme Court's ruling. Then Chris Bryant, yes, this Chris Bryant.
Prime Minister should make it absolutely clear that if Donald Trump comes to this country, he'll be arrested for inciting religious hatred, and therefore he'd be better off not coming at all.
Yeah, very stable and rational Chris Bryant. He also happens to be the Minister of State at the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology and the Department for Culture, Media and Sport. He backed that meeting. But most shockingly of all, I think, is Steve Race, who is the Labour MP for Exeter. Now, according to numerous different articles, he was listed as an LGBTQ plus MP by Pink News. He seems to think it's appalling that biological men should be banned from women's sports. Well, the truth comes out, doesn't it? The Prime Minister reportedly will do nothing to stop them plotting to continue to allow men in women's toilets, changing rooms and sports. I think that's utterly spineless. And it appears that the Prime Minister might actually be completely beholden to this lot. Radical trans protesters held placards like #KillJKRowling. They also held posters saying the only good turf is a dead one, with a symbol of someone hanging there. Bring back witch burning they had as well, and that was about burning J.K. Rowling to death. There was also that one there you saw with bullet holes, I will make you listen, which I think is a threat, really, isn't it not, to open fire on people. There was that as well, which is defacing statues to suffragette Millicent Fawcett, with graffiti saying, and sorry if I'm offending anyone here, I'm just saying what it says fag rights, as well as other statues. The police appear to have done next to nothing. So the police are there, you've got these posters, you've got people defacing statues, all right? And they've done next to nothing. I can imagine why. And then there's these lovely people who women should obviously welcome in.
Minding my business is none of your business. Why we do our business is none of your business. Where I do my business is not your business.
Our biological sex does not decide what toilets we use, our brain does.
Yeah, women should obviously just welcome them into their lavatory, shouldn't they? The true colours of the Labour Party, I think, are on full display here. They are naturally in favour of trans people instead of women, in my view. Keir Starmer is too weak to do anything about it, it seems, and the NHS is ignoring the ruling, in London at least. Trans women, so biological men, will still be able to access every women's only space in hospitals in London. Will Wes Streeting, the Health Secretary, do anything about this? Now, as far as I've seen, he hasn't said anything yet. Maybe that's changed since I've been on air, I don't know, but as far as I've seen, he hasn't said anything about that yet. So the Labour Party has already let working-class white girls down over their handling of the Pakistani rape gangs, and they're now this.
If the nation's leaders disregard the rule of law, what do you expect from everyone else? As a leader, your responsibility is to model the actions you want the people to follow. When you set the right example, you cultivate an environment that promotes the outcomes you seek. If you have benefited in any way from this video, please subscribe, like, share, and be sure to leave us a comment.